it's me, Sarah. Sailor Mars is away on another trip to Disney World again with her friends, so I'm house sitting for her while she's away again. Oh, and guess what? I'm making something to show her when she gets back. Look, it's a scrapbook I'm making. It's gonna hold all of the things I've done with you and Sailor Mars in the past. I wanna make a really good scrapbook to show her, and I could use your help. So the first thing we need to do, is think of something for our first page. But what should our first page be? Oh, that's how we can figure it out. We'll play gold clues to figure out what we should make for the first page. And here's my notebook, right here. Come on, let's go look for clues together.
A clue, a clue!
You see a clue? Where? Oh, there it is. Our first clue is my notebook. Let's put it in our notebook. We'll draw a loopy line for the spiral, a square for the cover, then the thinking chair, and 3 paw prints around the thinking chair. There, our notebook. So what could we have for our first page, with my notebook? Probably. But let's find 2 more clues to figure this out. Come on. Oh, look at that. The gold paw print is inside that bag. I guess inside is our second clue. Alright, let's draw inside. Let's draw a line like this, with an arrow pointing inside. There, that looks like inside. So, what could we make for our first page, with a notebook? And, inside. Good thinking. But let's find our last clue to figure this out. Our last clue. And it's, side table drawer. Alright, let's write it down. Let's draw side table's top. Then her body like this. Her drawer. Eyes and mouth, and a circle for her knob. There, it's side table. Okay, let's think. So, what could we make for our first page, with a notebook? Inside. And, side table. You know, something tells me that these things were something Sailor Mars did for a surprise for me. Like, maybe it had something to do with side table, keeping something inside her. Like our notebook. But what was this day about?
Getting your notebook.
Getting my notebook. Of course, I remember. This was the day I first got my notebook. It was a surprise from Sailor Mars. Because my notebook was with side table drawer inside of her. What a great memory. We just figured out gold clues. 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 Because we're really smart. Here it is. Our first page for our scrapbook. Check it out. These show everything we did that day when I got my notebook. Wasn't this a wonderful day we had together? Getting my notebook is something I will never forget. Boy, what a day that was. Well, that's one page complete. Now we just have to figure out what other pages we'll have. But we'll think of something for the next time. Until then, I'll see you later. So, last time, we made our first page, That shows the day I first got my notebook. Now it's time to work on a new page. Now let's see. What should our second page be for the scrapbook? Boy, I never see it coming. We'll play gold clues to figure out what our second scrapbook page should be. Got your notebook ready? Great, let's do it.
A clue, a clue, a clue!
You see our first clue? Where? Oh, look at that. It looks like our first gold clue is crayons. Alright, let's put these crayons in our handy dandy notebook. We'll draw a line that curves around like this, with two curves on the top and bottom. Another one like this for a second crayon. And another one. There, crayons. So what else could we make for the second page, with crayons? Yeah, maybe. But let's find two more clues to figure this out. Come on. Oh, our second clue. And it's a lunchbox. Alright, let's put this lunchbox in our notebook. A lunchbox has this curve, with a line this, and one in the middle. Two dots here, and a curve for the handle. A lunchbox. So what could we make our second page be, with crayons? And a lunchbox. Ooh, that's a good idea. But let's find our last clue, to figure this out. Our last clue. And it's on this chalkboard. Alright, we need our notebook. We draw a rectangle like this. Another one on the inside, and color it in. There, a chalkboard. Alright, let's think. So, what could our second page be for the scrapbook, with crayons? A lunchbox. And a chalkboard. Now, the way I see it, these things may be something you find in one place. Like, maybe there's a place where you can use crayons to draw things. A chalkboard, to learn lots of things. And of course, a lunchbox to hold you lunch in. So, if these three things can be found in one place, what place could that be?
School.
School. School, of course. Those three things are found at school. I get it now. The school answer reminds me of the day we played school here. It's fun to play school. We just figured out gold clues. 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 Because we're really smart. And here it is. Our second page for our scrapbook. Our school scrapbook page. Isn't this wonderful? These show the things we did from our pretend school day. Boy, it sure is fun to play school. Maybe we can do that again when Mars gets back. Who knows? Guess we'll find out when she gets back. Alright, that's 2 pages complete. Just a couple more to go. I can't wait to figure out what our next page should be. Until then, I'll see you later. Do you know how happy I am to see you again? So happy. Because now, we can work on another page from my scrapbook. So far, we only have 2 pages. We got the one from the day I got my notebook, and the day we played school. Now it's time for a 3rd page. I wonder what memory we should have our 3rd page to be. Ah, right on time. We'll play gold clues to figure it out. Ready? Let's go.
A clue, a clue!
You see our first clue already? Oh boy, where is it? Oh, There it is. This paintbrush is our first clue to what we should have for our third page. Alright, we need our notebook. Let's draw a curved line this for the brush. A long curve for the handle, and add a little black spot on the brush like this. There, a paintbrush. So what could we add for our third page, with a paintbrush? Maybe. But let's find 2 more clues to figure it out. Come on. Ooh, our second clue. And it's, friends. Friends are our second clue. We need our notebook. First we'll draw periwinkle, like this. And then we'll draw blue, right next to periwinkle. There, friends. So what could our third page be, with a paintbrush? And friends. Oh, that could be it. But let's find our last clue, to know for sure. Our last gold clue. And it's, a long sheet of paper. Alright, we need our notebook. We'll draw a long skinny rectangle, like this. There, a long sheet of paper. Okay, so let's think. So, our clues are, a paintbrush, friends, and, a long sheet of paper. You know, I think there's something familiar about these clues. Like, maybe these clues are something we did before. When we used the paintbrush, to paint on this long sheet of paper. We could be painting anything. Like, our friends. But what could we have done like that?
The portrait of pals.
The portrait of pals. Of course, the portrait of pals is something we made last summer. Remember? We used a paintbrush, to paint and draw, all of our friends, on a very long sheet of paper. What a great day that was! We just figured out gold clues. 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 Because we're really smart. Here we are. Our third page for the scrapbook. This day I really like, because me and my family worked really hard on our portrait of pals. And we never would have finished it without your help. That was a great time we had together while Sailor Mars was away with everyone last summer. And now we'll always have this to remember that day forever. We're getting really good at this. There's still more pages to go for the scrapbook. Come back tomorrow, and we'll figure out on what it should be. Bye bye for now, see you tomorrow. Hi, glad you came back again today. It's time to work on our fourth page for the scrapbook. We have 3 remaining pages so far. And now it's time for our fourth one. Now the question is, what should our fourth page be? Ah, yes, as usual, we'll play gold clues to figure it out. You ready for another game? Great, let's go.
A clue, a clue!
A clue? Boy, you're so good at finding clues. Where is it? Oh my goodness. The entire backyard is our first gold clue. Goodness, that's the biggest gold paw print I've ever seen. Sailor Mars would love to see this. But right now, we need to put the backyard in our handy dandy notebook. The backyard has a bush right here, a tree right here, and little squiggly lines like these for the grass. There, the backyard. So what could our fourth page for the scrapbook be, with the backyard? Oh, maybe. But let's find 2 more clues to figure it out. Come on. Oh, another clue. And it's, snacks. Snacks must be our second clue. Alright, let's write it down. First some apple juice, like this. Then a circle with some little dots for a cookie. And a cupcake, like this. There, snacks. So what could our next page be, with the backyard? And, snacks. What do you think? Probably. Let's look for our last clue and figure it out. Our last clue. And it's a party hat. Alright, we need our notebook. A triangle, with some lines on top for the hat streamers. Then some lines on the inside of the triangle. There, a party hat. Okay, let's think. So, what could our fourth page be, with the backyard? Snacks. And, a party hat. Let's see. Maybe this next page for the scrapbook must take place in the backyard. And maybe, in the backyard, was a party, because that's what party hats are for when there's a party. And maybe, there could be lots of snacks to enjoy. Lots of great snacks. But what memory would this be?
The snack party.
The snack party. Of course. Our next page should be the time we had the snack party. That was a fun day. Everyone had to bring their favorite snacks to the party, outside in the backyard. I loved that day. We just figured out gold clues. 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 Because we're really smart. Our fourth page, complete. The day we had our snack party. Everyone brought lots and lots of delicious snacks they loved, and joined us in the backyard to share them with everyone who was invited. And the snack that Sailor Mars brought was a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. What a day that was. Okay, now we need to figure out what our fifth page should be. By tomorrow, we'll have our answer to figure out exactly what it should be. Ta-ta for now. See you tomorrow. We have 4 pages for our scrapbook, and now it's time for our 5th page. Now what memory should we have our 5th page be? Ah yes, a game of gold clues should help us with another one. We'll play gold clues to figure out what our 5th page should be. Are you ready to help again? Great, come on.
A clue!
Yeah, we're getting really good at this.
No, a clue!
Oh, you see a clue. And it's on those drops of water. These drops of water must be our first clue for what our next page should be. Alright, we need our notebook. We'll draw 3 curved lines like these, for drops of water. There, drops of water. So what could we make for our 5th page, with drops of water? Maybe. But let's find 2 more clues to figure this out. Come on. My goodness. The gold paw print is all the way up on that cloud. I guess a cloud is our second gold clue. Alright, we better write it down. Let's draw a big puffy shape like this, to make it into a cloud. There, a cloud. So what could our first page be, with drops of water? And a cloud. Yeah, maybe. But let's find our last clue to figure it out. Come on. Our last clue. And it's, a raincoat. Alright, let's write it down. First we'll draw the jacket. An oval like this for the hood. A line down here, and 3 little dots for the buttons. There, a raincoat. Okay, let's think. So, what could our fifth page be, with drops of water? A cloud. And a raincoat. Well, maybe these drops of water could come from somewhere, like this cloud. And maybe, when there's drops of water falling from the clouds, you could wear this raincoat to keep yourself dry. But what memory could that be?
A rainy day.
A rainy day. Of course, Sailor Mars and I had a rainy day before. The drops of water are raindrops. And raindrops come from the clouds, and you need raincoats to wear when you're out in the rain. What a great day that was! We just figured out gold clues. 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 Because we're really smart. And here it is. Our fifth page for the scrapbook. The day of our rainy day fun. And boy, did we had a fun day. Playing outside in the rain, jumping in puddles, and even figuring out where rain comes from. What a day that was, don't you agree? It's fun to play in the rain, and it's a rainy day we'll never forget. And now our fun can continue and with more pages to come. Can't wait to figure out what it is. See you tomorrow. Hi, glad to see you here again. Because now, it's time for our sixth page to make. We're down to 5 pages, and now we have our sixth page to make for the scrapbook today. So, what should our sixth page be for our scrapbook today? As usual, we'll play gold clues to figure it out. Are you ready for another game? Great, come on.
A clue, a clue!
You see our first clue? Where? Oh, there is a clue. Right there on those letters. Letters of the alphabet. A, B, and C. Alright, let's put these letters in our notebook. First the letter A, then the letter B, and then the letter C. There, letters. So what could our sixth page be, with letters of the alphabet? Probably. But let's find 2 more clues to figure this out. Come on. Hey, that paw print is going in and out of the frame. It looks like it's skidooing. Wow, skidooing has never been a clue before. Alright, let's draw skidooing. Let's draw the skidoo frame. Then we'll draw the paw print, with line going in and out the frame. There, skidooing. So, what could our sixth page be, with the alphabet? And skidooing. Yeah, maybe. But let's find our last clue, to figure this out. Our last clue. And it's a list. Alright, let's put it in our notebook. A rectangle for the paper. Then the word list, and some squares, for the checking. There, a list. Okay, let's think. So what could our sixth page be, with the alphabet? Skidooing. And, a list. Well, I know everyone skidoos all the time. But, maybe this day, is about me and Sailor Mars skidooing. And maybe, we have this list with us, to find certain things that start with these letters of the alphabet. But what day was that?
The ABC Skidoo Scavenger Hunt.
The ABC Skidoo Scavenger Hunt. Oh, of course, I loved that day. Sailor Mars and I skidooed to different places, to find lots of things that start with different letters of the alphabet, that were on our list. Boy, what a day that was! What an adventure! We just figured out gold clues. 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 Because we're really smart. Here it is. Our 6th page for our scrapbook. The day of our ABC scavenger hunt. And boy, was that a fun day or what? Traveling to different places, finding lots of things that start with that letter of the alphabet on our list. And of course, we had a party to celebrate after finding all those things. Boy, did we work hard or what? So far so good. We've got 6 pages now. Just a couple more to go, and our scrapbook will be complete. Until then, I'll see you later. We have 6 pages now. Now it's time to work on a 7th one. Now what should we make our 7th page for our scrapbook to be? Of course. We'll play gold clues to figure out what our 7th page should be. Alright, here we go again. Let's get to it.
A clue!
You see our first clue? Where? Oh, there's our first clue, and it's on the computer. Alright, we need our...
A clue! Over there!
Yeah, we found our first clue, now we need to draw it in our...
No! There's another clue!
Wait, another what?
Another clue! Right there!
Another clue? I don't see another clue. Oh my goodness, there's 2 clues at once? One on the computer, and another clue on the video. Wow. First the biggest gold paw print on the backyard, and now 2 gold clues at once. Man, Sailor Mars would have loved to see this. I'll have to tell her about these amazing things I found by the time she gets back, but more importantly, we need to draw these 2 clues, in our handy dandy notebook. First we'll draw the computer monitor like this. Then the keyboard down here, a square here for the screen, and a little curve here, for the mouse. There, a computer. Alright, clue number 1. Now for clue number 2. A video. A rectangle like this. A line here for how long the video plays. And a circle with a triangle here, for the play icon. There, a video. So, what could our 7th page be for the scrapbook, with a computer? And, a video. Oh, probably. Guess we'll have to look for our last clue to figure this out. Ah, our last clue. And it's, a camera. Alright, let's put this camera, in our handy dandy, notebook. We have a rectangle, with a line up here. A little square here for the flash, and a circle like this for the lens. There, a camera. Okay, let's think. So, what could our 7th page be, with a computer? A video. And, a camera. You know, something about these clues seem very familiar to me. Like, you can always see a video, on the computer. And, maybe there's a camera on the computer, to show yourself, and other people. So if there's a video on the computer, that shows you and anyone else, what would this be?
A video call.
A video call? A video call, of course. A video call is used on the computer, where you can see yourself, and your friend on video, with a camera, on the computer. That's how me and Sailor Mars first met each other. What a wonderful memory. We just figured out gold clues. 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 Because we're really smart. Here it is. Our 7th page for the scrapbook. The day Sailor Mars and I met. We met each other over video call. And let me tell you, that was a very great day for me. Meeting Sailor Mars for the first time was the greatest day for the both of us. Not only is she my pen pal, but she's my best friend too. And we've been together ever since. Such a wonderful day. Now that we have 7 pages, we have only 3 more pages left. So, come back tomorrow for our 8th page to do. See you tomorrow. We now have 7 pages in our book. Our scrapbook is almost complete. We just need 2 more pages, and then we're done. So, what should our 8th page be for our scrapbook? Ah, yes. We'll play gold clues to figure out what our 8th page should be. As usual. Okay, notebooks ready. Let's find those clues.
A clue!
Oh, you see our first clue? Where? Oh, there it is. It looks like our first clue is this blanket. Alright, we need our notebook. A rectangle like this, with lines going down and across like these, for the little squares. There, a blanket. So what could our 8th page be, with a blanket? Maybe. But we'll need 2 more clues to figure this out. Come on. Ah, our second clue. And it's grass. Grass is our second clue. Alright, let's write it down. Let's draw some zigzaggy lines like this, with a line underneath, for grass. So, what do you think our 8th page should be, with a blanket? And grass. Yeah, could be. But let's find our last clue to figure it out. Our last clue. And it's a basket. This basket is our last clue. We need our notebook. A semicircle here. A long curve for the handle. And some crisscrossing lines right here. There, a basket. Okay, let's think. So, what could our 8th page be, with a blanket? Grass. And a basket. Well, maybe this memory has something to do with this blanket. Like, what if we were sitting on this blanket, on the nice green grass? And maybe, we could have a basket sitting on the blanket too. But what would we be doing on the grass, with this basket, while sitting on the blanket?
A picnic.
A picnic? A picnic, of course. I remember that day, Sailor Mars and I had a picnic together the day I came over to visit her. Because, a blanket, is for sitting on, in the grass, and a basket, is for holding things inside, like food. What a great memory that was. We just figured out gold clues. 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 Because we're really smart. Here it is. Our 8th page for the scrapbook. Here we have a picture of me and Sailor Mars together on a picnic blanket, with some picnic food. It was a nice day outside that day, and we have a fun time together. I also added some drawings of me and Sailor Mars together doing some fun activities. Such a wonderful time we had together. Boy, we've got lots and lots of great pages for our scrapbook. And guess what? We only have 1 more page to go. And with the last page, our scrapbook will be complete. See you tomorrow for the last page.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da
page for our scrapbook. After days of working on our scrapbook, we've come all this way to complete our scrapbook. So, let's begin to work on our final page. What do you think it should be? Of course. We can play one last game of gold clues together to figure it out. You ready for one more game? Great, let's do it.
A clue!
You see our first clue? Where? Oh, there it is. And it's me. I'm a clue? Wow, I've always wanted to be a clue. Okay, looks like we need to draw me in our notebook. Let's draw my head, then my hair, my arms, my body, and then my face. There, it's me. So what could our last page be, with me? Probably. But let's find 2 more clues to figure this out. Our second clue. And it's a spoon. Alright, let's write it down. We have an oval, with a curve underneath it. Then we'll draw a long oval like this, for the handle. There, a spoon. So, what do you think our last page should be, with me? And a spoon. Yeah, could be. But let's find our last clue to figure this out. Ooh, our last clue. And it's this sound. Alright, let's put it in our notebook. Let's draw the mouth like this. And then we'll draw curves like these, for the sound of sneezing. There, sneezing. Okay, let's think. So, our clues are, me, a spoon, and sneezing. Well, what I was sneezing. Maybe I was sneezing a lot. And, maybe this spoon could be for something, like, for eating something. So, if I was sneezing a lot, and had to use this spoon for eating, what was happening to me like that?
The day you were sick.
The day I was sick. Of course, I remember that day. I got a really bad cold, and I was sneezing a lot. Blue and my family were there with me, and they made me a bowl of soup, with a spoon for me to eat. She was really sweet to stay and look after me with my family. We just figured out gold clues. 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 Because we're really smart. Here it is. Our last and final page for our scrapbook. The day I was sick. Sailor Mars told me everything that happened that day. She and Josh were looking everywhere for Blue, because she went missing. They had to get help from Steve to look for her. Only to find out that she's been at the clubhouse with me and my family looking after me when I got sick. I did apologize for making them worried when Blue was missing. But at least they found her safe and sound. And just like that, we've come to an end of our scrapbook. Our scrapbook is complete. We did it. We completed our scrapbook. What wonderful pages we have. Lots of great memories, lots of great times we've had together with Sailor Mars. I can't wait for her to see what we've been working on when she gets home. Thank you so much for helping me work on the scrapbook. You're a wonderful scrapbook maker. I couldn't have done this without you. Thanks for coming over every day to help me with this. Sailor Mars is going to love this. Bye bye, I'll see you real soon. Thanks for helping.